Significant effort will have to go into readying Singapore's infrastructure to get to 28,000 public charging points by 2030. Industry players say it will require upgrades to existing infrastructure.
And the government is looking into ways to manage the increase in electricity demand. Gwyneth Teo explores what it'll take to get our EV charging network up and running.
BlueSG has been busy the past 2 years. It's built more than 1,200 charging points for its electric car-sharing service and says it's a long process of negotiating with agencies and landowners. It also includes identifying car parks that are ideal for installing charging pylons like this one. And in this case, size matters.
Other than the 4.8 by 2.4 size of the lot, there needs to be ample space around the lot so that we can install the equipment. One will also need to look at the surrounding area, whether if there are trees, there are underground cables, you will delay the whole construction process, and sometimes you may even have to abort it.
Based on experience, BlueSG says the construction of one charging station comprising a few points can take up to 6 months. Another challenge it anticipates is retrofitting older car parks. For instance, some are only equipped to power the bare minimum: lights, lifts, electronic gantries.
When considering possible locations for electric charging stations, access to power is of course going to be one of the most important factors. Now, in outdoor locations, an overground box like this can provide power to quite a large area. But the further away you are from it, the more expensive it's going to be to install a charging point.
During its Committee of Supply debate, the Transport Ministry said it will manage the higher electricity demand from greater EV adoption.
We will be able to manage this because we will build new power generation capacity and we will reinforce our grid network. We will also incorporate innovations such as smart charging and energy storage solutions that store energy from the grid during off-peak periods.
Energy provider SP Group says 28,000 charging points will not put a strain on the national power grid because it progressively upgrades its infrastructure.
It's likely going to be highly distributed across the whole of Singapore. So therefore, the impact on the grid, in our view, will be highly manageable. That said, SP Group will undertake all measures to ensure there's no adverse impact on the grid arising from EV charging.
The company itself is looking to operate 1,000 chargers by year-end.
There are 3 types of charging locations, right? The first one being the workplace, the second one will be residential areas, and the third one will be general public places such as shopping malls. A lot of the districts that work with SP Group in the coming few months will be a combination of those 3 types of areas.
By the end of 2020, Singapore should have more than 3,000 charging points.